Welcome to Seth's Daily Podcast, Harvey's Weekly Football Report with Seth, Michael, and Harvey. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good, buddy.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, definitely want to thank Michael and Harvey for doing the show. Hopefully, it'll be us three every week.
Yes, I enjoy it.
Always, buddy.
Definitely. All right, you guys ready for the Saturday night game between the Bengals and the Steelers? We got the 8-6 Bengals traveling to the 7-7 Pittsburgh Steelers, 4:30 p.m. on NBC. Cincinnati's 3-point favorites. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm hoping for the Bengals.
Who you going with, Harvey?
We'll go with the Bengals.
All right, we got the Bills 8-6 traveling to the 5-9 Chargers, 8 p.m. on Peacock. Buffalo's 12.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Bills. Who you going with, Harvey?
The Bills.
Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going with the Chargers, man. Them Bills busted up my Cowboys.
Yeah,
It's a big win for it was that was a big win for Buffalo.
That was a really good win. They come in that game running the ball, and that kind of shocked the Cowboys up. They didn't have a way to stop it.
no, they didn't.
You know the baddest part about that game was in my fantasy football, I had two of the Buffalo Bills. And they must have did so good that they didn't have to give them the ball, and they didn't do nothing for me in fantasy.
Oh Lord!
We got the 9-5 Cleveland Browns traveling to the 8-6 Houston Texans. Houston Texans are without C.J. Stroud. That's at 1 p.m. on CBS. Cleveland's 3-point favorite. So I'm going with Cleveland. Who you going with, Michael?
Oh boy! I say Texans, and I want to say by just a field goal, probably at the end.
Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
We got the 4-10 Washington Commanders traveling to the Jets, 5-9, 1 p.m. on CBS. The Jets are 3-point favorites. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. Who you going with, Harvey?
The Jets.
Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going with the Jets.
All right, we got the Seahawks 7-7 traveling to the 5-9 Titans, 1 p.m. on CBS. Seattle's 3-point favorites. I'm gonna go with Seattle. Who you going with, Michael?
It's probably going to be Seattle. Yeah.
Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with Seattle. They pushing for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Colts 8-6 traveling to Falcons 6-8, 1 p.m. on Fox. Atlanta's 2-point favorites. So I'm gonna go with the Colts. Who you going with, Michael?
Falcons.
Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with the Colts.
All right, we got the Packers 6-8 traveling to the Panthers 2-12, 1 p.m. on Fox. Green Bay's 5-point favorites. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Who you going with, Michael?
Oh, those poor old little Panthers. I'm going to go root them on one more time.
We got the Lions 10-4 traveling to the 7-7 Vikings 1 p.m. on Fox. Detroit's 3-point favorites. I'm gonna go with the Lions. Who you going with, Michael?
It's probably going to be Lions.
Who you going with, Harvey?
I'm gonna go with the Lions.
We got the 8-6 Jaguars traveling to Tampa Bay, take on the 7-7 Buccaneers. 4:05 p.m. on CBS. Tampa Bay's 3-point favorites. So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going with the Jaguars.
Who you going with, Harvey?
I want to go with the Jaguars, but that's home team. I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
All right. We got the Cardinals 3-11 traveling to 5-9 Chicago Bears. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. Chicago's 4-point favorites. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Who you going with, Michael?
I got to admit, and this is why I'm going with them. I was at Walmart in Pikeville today, and there's about 10 people wearing Chicago Bears outfits, so I'm going to go with the Bears. I think there's something in the air that's telling me go with the Bears.
Who you going with, Harvey?
Well, I'm something in the ground's telling me to go for the Cards.
All right.
I'll pick the Cards.
All right, we got the 10-4 Dallas Cowboys traveling to 10-4 Miami Dolphins. 4:25 p.m. on Fox. That's America's game of the week. Miami's 1-point favorites. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going with the Cowboys. Be praying every breath.
Who
I'll
you going
go
with,
with the
Harvey?
Cowboys too. It's good. I think it's gonna be a good game, man. But
Yeah.
I'll go with the Cowboys.
Game of the week, yeah. Possibly game of the week. We got the Patriots 3-11 traveling to Broncos 7-7 at 8:15 p.m. on the NFL Network. Denver's 7-point favorites. I'm going with Denver easy. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going to go with Broncos.
Who you going with,
And
Harvey?
I'm going with the Broncos.
All right, we got the Raiders 6-8 traveling to Kansas City Chiefs 9-5, 1 p.m. on CBS. Kansas City's 10-point favorites. I'm gonna go with Kansas City. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm hoping to God the Raiders win.
Who you going
I
with, Harvey?
like.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
All right, we got the 5-9 Giants traveling to the Eagles 10-4, 4:30 p.m. on Fox. Philadelphia's 13.5-point favorites. I'm gonna go with Philadelphia. Who you going with, Michael?
I'm going with the Giants. I'm just. I know it ain't going to probably happen. That'd be awesome if they did.
I'm going to go with the Eagles.
All right. We got the Ravens 11-3 playing the 11-3 San Francisco 49ers 8:15 p.m. on Monday Night Football on ABC and ESPN Plus. San Francisco's 5-point favorites. I'm going with San Francisco. Who you going with, Michael?
That's the 49ers. They'll win that one for sure.
Yeah,
Who you
I'm
going
going to go with
with,
the 49ers. Hey, Michael.
Hey,
He beat us last week. We're going to have to do something about it this week.
oh, I know it.
Harvey? How well did you do last week, Harvey?
Not as good as you.
What
I
was it?
think if I got it wrote down right, Michael went 10-6. I went 11-5, and Seth went 14-2. He destroyed us.
Oh, you go for them sure bets there, Seth. I always go for some of these underdogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
want them big paydays.
we're doing pretty decent in college bowl games. I mean, they ain't too bad. I mean, even though a lot of them's a small schools, I ain't seen too many big surprises. The biggest surprise I've seen so far is South Florida just absolutely laid a whipping on Syracuse in that. I mean, I really scuffed them. I mean, I don't think Syracuse scored. Pretty
What about
bad.
Western Kentucky came back and won, Harvey?
Yes, they beat Old Dominion, and Texas San Antonio both beat Marshall. So, but really, there's not been no big. South Florida beat Syracuse. I mean, laid the whip, and that's an ACC school too. That tells you a lot. But I think my favorite of the last week was Appalachian State winning. I like that because I liked Appalachian State. They won for me.
Yeah.
They beat Miami, Ohio. That's probably my biggest. I'm glad to see Western win too. But something about Appalachian State, I like them too. But another team that I had lost, boys, just say I was hoping they beat UCLA, but they didn't. But we've done pretty good on that so far. We're picking them bar out.
Definitely appreciate you guys doing the show. Everybody have a good night and God bless.
God bless.